forecast.
Well, in the world today, there was a total solar eclipse, but here across our latitudes, this is what basically happened. 1% of the sun was covered by the moon from our vantage point, and Greg Redford, using his telescope and a safe solar filter, was able to show you that view, and that's pretty neat. 1%. It's not like a few years ago when we had a good solar eclipse across the region. Of course, you never look at the sun directly. You have to have special equipment or a pen and a sheet of paper to actually view it, but that happened today. The total solar eclipse, you can see pictures of that certainly online and nightly news tonight. Well, tonight is the peak of the annual Perseid meteor shower, and this year it coincides with the fact that we have a new moon, which means that there's going to be no moonlight really, and so you'll get to enjoy these. However, we could have some hazy skies, but after midnight and prior to daybreak tonight into tomorrow morning, gaze skyward anywhere in the sky and you may be able to see dozens per hour, and that will peak out tonight. You can still see them after those dates. There's our view from Scott Stadium. We've had some hazy skies throughout the day, partly sunny conditions. We made it up to a high this afternoon that topped out in the mid-80s. We're 83 currently at the airport. Dew points are sticky but not overly oppressive. Currently in the Shenandoah Valley, 82 the current reading, and you can see most locations are in the low and mid-80s at this hour. Storm free here this afternoon and expected for the most part to remain that way for tonight. The latest complex of storms is headed much farther south and west than even last night's, but we're still dealing with those complexes coming through the Ohio Valley. So temperatures tonight either side of 70 as we move into Thursday, upper 80s to low 90s. Once again, there could be a few storms, but it looks to be largely dry here for Thursday as well. Friday could be a bit more active as a next front makes its approach and pushes a little farther south of the region. And right now we're looking for maybe a one-day break on Saturday with seasonable temperatures, not quite as humid, and for the most part largely dry before more storm chances return by Sunday and early next week. Well, there it is real quickly. As quickly as it developed, it's probably going to dissipate, but that is Tropical Storm Cristobal, the third name storm of the Atlantic hurricane season. But that's no threat to any land. It's out in the Atlantic Ocean and about 700 miles west of the Azores. Moving off the West African continent are two tropical waves, and these are more favorable for development over the next several days. Next named storms would be Dolly and Edward as those head toward the Windward and Leeward Islands. So the latest complexes of storms are tracking a little farther south and west than just the other day, and they're riding around a big heat ridge that's out to the west. You can see some of those 90-degree numbers. Little Rock's at 101. It gets even hotter through Oklahoma and Texas. So overnight, again, pretty quiet conditions. We'll start the morning either side of 70. As we move into the afternoon, temperatures will top out in the upper 80s and low 90s. Could have a storm or two. I think Friday afternoon a little bit more active with showers and storms ahead of the next front. Tonight, partly cloudy skies, temperatures either side of 70. There's a look at the Michael and Son 7-day forecast. Again, we'll hold on to storm chances through the end of the week. A little break on Saturday, and right now Sunday into Monday, our next chance for some more showers and storms.
All right, Eric, thank you.